Bring in Sean Linton, who's a patient safety correspondent for the Health Service Journal. What do you make of this reports that we're hearing today that a number of hospital trusts have been cyber attacked?
Well, I am in a position to confirm that we certainly are having a nationwide ransomware attack. We have hospitals based in London and right the way up into North Cumbria that are affected by this. We have actually seen the image that some users are seeing on their computers, which demands a $300 worth of Bitcoin to be paid within the next 3 days, unless and if they don't, the NHS will lose its files, etc. So that's an image that's actually coming up on some computers. And as you can probably hear in the background, this is quite a developing story for us, but we are hearing a number of trusts are affected by this. And beyond those, several trusts are actually shutting down their systems as a precaution. And a number of major incidents have been declared. Emergency patients are being prioritised. X-rays, blood tests, those kinds of things are not available in some places. And as I said, this is a nationwide attack. We've got hospitals up and down the country that have been affected by this.
Sean, to what extent is cyber security at the top of the agenda when it comes to health service officials? We often see that hospitals are very open places where, practically speaking, you can walk in and out. In the cyber world, it's very different, and there's the threats are very apparent. We often hear politicians, government officials talking about the necessity to boost cybersecurity. So how much is it a concern for health officials?
Well, we've certainly seen some greater talking about this over recent months, and there have been just in the last 12 months, some significant ransomware malware attacks on NHS trusts, but those have been single incidents that have been rapidly dealt with, but they do have significant impact on the delivery of services in those organisations. We've never had anything of this scale before, to my knowledge, but what we are aware of is that the NHS has, in some places, very aging technology. It still uses old versions of Windows software, etc. And in fact, there hasn't really been major investment in some of these areas. And of course, the NHS has been particularly affected by a shortage of funds in recent times. So this has made it more vulnerable, perhaps, and amongst colleagues today and amongst those who are aware of these issues, it has really been a case of it's not a matter of if, but when a major attack like this would happen, and clearly we seem to be in the midst of that this afternoon.
Okay, Sean, many thanks indeed. So just to reiterate this breaking story coming into us at Sky Centre this afternoon, that some hospitals across the country have been hit by a large-scale cyber attack. Some services have had to be cancelled, non-urgent services. Just a very brief statement I want to bring you from an NHS digital spokeswoman who's confirmed an investigation is underway, but said the exact nature of the attack has not been established. She goes on to say it's on our radar.